teach you is data sorting. Now, I had observed one thing, that in the past videos of chapter number 6, the amount of practicals was very less. Mainly the basic knowledge of Excel was given to you. But today you will be able to do practicals also. So, first let me explain you the meaning of data sorting. Now, data sorting means arranging of the data. For example, if we have got a list of students, then if we want to arrange it in the order of their names, or if we want to arrange them in the orders of their total marks or any specific subjects mark, these all things is known as data sorting. It is easy to understand and use data when it is arranged in some order. Now, arrangement of data in a particular order is known as sorting. This could be asked in the MCQ. We all are familiar with the words sort ascending and sort descending. Sort ascending means the A, B, C, D will come on the top, and if we do sort descending, then it will begin from Z. So I will explain you all these things practically. But just before we begin this thing, if anybody is new on my channel, please do subscribe the channel so that you can learn all the chapters of standard 10th and 11th of computer subject. So as per the first example of the textbook, I have typed this data: roll number, name, test 1, test 2 and total. These are the 5 columns. Now here the names are not arranged in alphabetic order, neither the marks are in alphabetic, that is ascending order or descending order, right? So we begin. First of all, I will change the format a little bit. Fine. Now just see. Now if I want to arrange this students' data according to their names, then what to do? Now see, here you can see the options known as sort ascending and sort descending. If I click on this shortcut key, then what will happen? It will arrange the data according to the first column. So it will arrange it according to the roll numbers. They are already arranged according to the roll numbers. If I click Z to A, that is descending, then 5 will come on the top. Fine. Now if we want to arrange it according to column B, that is name, then what to do? You have to click on data menu. All these things which we have entered is known as data. Now the first option is sort. So this sort dialog box will open. Now this version, that is 2003, is allowing you to sort up till 3 level, while other advanced version allow you to sort up to more levels. That is a topic which I will discuss later on. So just now I select name from here. Fine. Then I want to arrange it according to ascending order, so I click OK. So you can see that the data is arranged according to the ascending order of names. Second thing, if I want to arrange it according to the marks, total marks, so same process, data menu and sort. So here I will select total. Now remember, here whenever you want to arrange according to the marks, you have to click on descending. Otherwise all the dull students will be displayed on the top and the toppers will go down. So descending. Okay. So this thing is arranged. Now next thing, that if you want to sort on more than one field, for example, this is also taken from textbook only, that here we have got names, city and marks. Now if I want to arrange the data in such a way that first all the students studying from the same city comes together, and after that in each city the students should come according to their alphabetic order, then what to do? So here I will click on data menu and sort option. So I will select city. Thereafter I will select name. So I will get the desired result. So you can see Ahmedabad. Then in Ahmedabad, if you see, this name starting from M, then P, then S. So inside Ahmedabad, the names are arranged in alphabetic order. So this shows that you can do the data sorting on more than one field. Here 2003 provides you the facility of arranging the data in three levels. Now I will also explain you the same thing in advanced level, another software of advanced level, that is 2013 or 2007. How to do? Just see. So first I copy paste this data. Fine. Now here also we have got data menu, and here also we have got sort option. Now see, here it is little bit in a different way. Now this thing what I am teaching is new. I have not taught you this thing just now, so don't fast forward the video. Now here I want to sort the students record according to the marks of test 1, then test 2, and then their names. Then how to do? I select test 1, then I have to click on add level, so this thing will come. Then test 2, then level 3 will be names. Now here there are only 5 records, so it will not show much difference. But whenever you are sorting the data which is of large size, that time you will understand the importance of data sorting. Now see, I had forgotten to do here larger to smaller. See, here it is known as larger to smaller. Okay. So like this way you can do it in advanced version also. So this was about data sorting. Now I will be teaching you data filtering. Now data filtering helps to filter out unnecessary data and to present only those data which we want to see. For example, just now we had created a table storing the names, the name of the city, and the marks of the students. In that example, if you want to see only the data of the students who are staying in Ahmedabad, other data you don't want to delete but you want to hide the other data, then it is possible using data filtering, and it is very interesting feature of Excel. And for most of the students, this facility you will be learning for the first time, means it will be new for you. So let's begin with the practicals. Now I am teaching you this data filtering. It is much more interesting than data sorting also, and it is very much useful. So first of all, I select the table. Now suppose if I want to see the data of the students who are staying in Ahmedabad, so we will have to add filtering. So I have to click on data menu. Remember these options where you have to click, and those all things could be asked in the MCQs. Data, then filter. Then here there are two types of filtering options given: auto filter and advanced filter. This is not there in your course, so you have to click on auto filter. So automatically here filter handles will get added to each and every column heading. You can see this small box is known as filter handle. This also could be asked in the MCQ. Now to see the data of students staying in Ahmedabad, I have to click on the filter handle of city field. So I click here, and from here I will select Ahmedabad. Now here what is it displaying? These all things. It is displaying me the cities which I have entered in this column. If we have entered 1000 cities name, then here it will create a list of 1000 cities. Just remember. So I click on Ahmedabad. So at once it has filtered the data, and the remaining data has become hidden. It has not been deleted. Now after I save the file, and after some time if I forget that I have done filtering on which field, then how to come to know? You will come to know by this blue color. See here, this small triangle which is given in this column heading on this filter handle will turn into blue. Plus here the row headings on which you have done filtering also will turn into blue, and it will show like this way. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4 and then 12. directly 12, right? Fine. Now next thing, if I want to show all the records, then I will click on all. Next thing is, for example, if you want to see the student who is getting 100 marks, now you also know how to do, on marks you have to do. But if you want to see the list of the students who are getting marks between 101 and 120, then how to see? Okay, that is a new thing. You want to see, remember the question, you want to display the marks of the data of the students whose marks are between 101 and 120. So for that you have to click on this thing, filter handle, and you have to go to custom. Okay. Now, so this custom dialog box will open. In custom dialog box, here it is displaying the field name marks. Here it is displaying equals. You have to click on this drop down arrow key, and from here you have to select greater than or equal to. Now here you have to write the smaller value. Which was the smaller value? 101. And don't make it or here, just let it remain and here. And less than or equal to 120. I hope this much is clear. This is known as custom filter. Okay. So the result is there in front of you. It is displaying that. So like this way you can define a custom range also. Fine. Now next thing. Suppose I want to see the students, the data of the students who are staying in Ahmedabad and whose marks are above 100. Then how to see? So here Excel provides you the facility to filter on more than one field. Here I will select Ahmedabad, while here I will select custom, and I will put here greater than or equal to whatever criteria I want to give, for example 101, and OK. So it will display me the thing, right? Now still one more thing I will explain you. Now this filtering facility is such a lot of useful facility that more and more things you can do using this filtering facility as you go deep into this subject. Now I want to find top 10. Okay. Now here there are very few records, so top 10 will not be meaningful. So I will try to find out top 3 records, the toppers from this list. So I have to click on marks. I have to go to top 10, remember. From top 10, I will make it here 3 instead of 10, and I will click on OK. So within no time it gave me the top 3 students rankers of this list. Like this way, when the data is more, this facility will be very much useful to you. For example, there is 1000 records, and from that you want to find top 10, and then you want to arrange them according to alphabetic order. So these all things you will be able to do if you know data sorting and data filtering. Still many more things are there here that you can do while you do the things practically. So I complete this topic, data filtering, here. So data validation. What is data validation? Now see, as we are going further in the chapter, more and more interesting topics are coming. Data validation is also a very interesting thing, and this whatever I am going to teach you also, you will have to see 2 times to understand it properly. So as stated earlier, the spreadsheet packages are used for data analysis such as balance sheet preparations and financial analysis. Besides, merit list preparation and analysis of students' results. Now, in this case, the formulas and functions you will use will provide the correct output results only if the valid data is given to it. However, one cannot make sure that the user of the system always will enter the correct data. So, to avoid errors in entering the data, we may use data validations. I hope it is not yet clear to you, so I will teach you using practicals. So before I start teaching you about data validation, I would like to also teach you how to remove this filter handles. It's very simple. You have to click on data menu, filter option, and click here, so that filter handles will go away. Now another thing is how to use filtering facility in the Excel which you are using at your home. For that, the filter option is given here only. You don't need to go inside anything. You have to just go in the data menu and filter. Fine. Now we come to the topic called data validation. Now here in this thing, for example, when I am entering the marks, first one is 44, second one is 55. Now by mistake, if I type 45, 44, 55, both the things in the same cell, Excel will allow me to do the wrong entry. Did you notice? It didn't stop me at all. So how can we stop this wrong entry? That I am going to teach you just now. Now what should be our criteria? First you tell me that in this test 2 marks, the marks should be 0 to 100. Am I right? It should not be smaller than 0 or it should not be greater than 100. So here we will select in test 1 also the same criteria is to be applied. So I select these two things. Now remember, in data sorting and data filtering we were selecting the whole table, while here you have to select only this much thing. Now you have to click on data menu and validation option. Now from validation option, as soon as you open validation option, it will open data validation dialog box. Remember this thing, it could be asked in the MCQ. Then another thing which could be asked in the MCQ and thing which you have to remember is what are the tabs in data validation. It has got 3 tabs: settings, input message, and error alert. 3 tabs it has got, and this thing is known as TAB tab. Okay, so from the setting tab it is asking me allow any value. So I will click on this drop down list and I will select whole number or decimal. Both the things are same, so I select decimal. So it opened this new options for me. It is between, I will type here minimum value 0, maximum value 100, and I click on OK button. Now I try to do wrong entry in any of the cell. Just see, I type 1, 2, 3, 4. What happened? It didn't allow me to type that thing and it gave an error message. The message is the value you entered is not valid. A user has restricted values that can be entered into this cell. So you will get 2 options, retry and cancel. Now next topic I am going to teach you is how to design this dialog box on our own. What we want to display here should be displayed here. How to do that? So I click on cancel here and I select this thing again, data validation, and that I will explain you in this tab. So you have to go to the 3rd tab, error alert. Now the default message which was generated, instead of that now whatever you type here will be displayed there in that dialog box. So I give a message here. First thing is the title. Enter correct marks, or we can keep it is marks you have entered is invalid. Now here the space is a little bit less, so D is not coming, no problem. Now here now remember, whenever you do this setting, anywhere whenever you set the data validation, always remember to type this error alert, because otherwise whatever message Excel will give, user will not be able to understand that thing. So you type your own custom message. Now I click OK. Now I make mistake in doing the data entry. I type ABC here, for example. So you got this thing, marks you have entered is invalid, and enter the marks between 0 and 100. So now the user will come to know that exactly what is his mistake. Fine. So I give cancel here. Now I will teach you the third thing here, and that is input message. Now after any person makes the mistake and you make him alert that he has made the mistake, instead of that, before he does the entry, before that only, if you want to tell that here please be careful of these things, then that thing you can type in input message. Okay, so now when I bring my cursor here, at once it will give me this message, enter marks, and marks should be between 0 and 100. So if you set this type of data validation in any of your Excel file, then the user will not make any mistake in doing the data entry, and even if he makes mistake, then at once this error message will be displayed. Fine. Now next thing, here another type of validation now I am going to teach you, so listen carefully. Here we have kept name. Now after name I want to keep initial letter of father's name, and then I want to keep surname. So how will I do? I give the field name as F name, that is father's name, then surname. Now I want the user to enter only the first letter of his father's name. So what to do? We will select this thing, okay, and then data menu, validation, settings. Instead of any text, we will make it text length. Remember this word, you can answer the MCQ also correctly. This word is text length, to customize the length. Now instead of between, I will make it equal to 1. And just now I am not wasting your time in typing this input message, but in input message also you should type that enter only first letter of your father's name. Now okay. Now for example, if I type, at once it will give the error message. So I have to type only first letter. Fine. So this thing is also clear. Now I add a field name date of birth. I give the field name DOB. Now in entering the date of birth or any type of date also, we many times make mistake that by default we type 2020 only in the year. So how to customize that thing? So for that you have to go to data menu and validation option, and here you have to select date. Date between, for example, I keep here 1/1/2000 to 1/1/2001. So the dates should be between this two cell date range only. So now I enter the date. So it allowed me to enter since I have not made any mistake. Now still one more interesting feature about this thing, data validation, I am going to teach you. That feature is creating a list, drop down list. You will be surprised to know that you also are able to create a drop down list in Excel according to your choice. So for teaching you that thing, I will insert a new field here, and the field name I will keep stream. Now in this example I don't require this test1, test2, total I am deleting it. Fine. So here I keep the thing stream. Now in stream I want to access a drop down list. Which are the three streams after standard 10th? Science, commerce and arts. So you have to go to any of the sheet. I go to sheet 3, and here I type in cell A1. Remember, in cell A1 I type science, commerce and arts. Now in the previous videos I had taught you what is the name box. So I will select this thing, I will go to the name box, and here I will type the name as stream. Now first this was referred to as A1, this was referred to as A2 and A3. Now the collective name of all these three cells is stream. So you can read here stream. So like this way you can rename the cell or cell range. So now the name is specified. Now I come to sheet 1. Here I select these things and data, validation. First I make it any value. Since I had copy pasted this thing, so it was showing me date. Now I make it list. Now in list I will type here is equal to stream, that is the name of that cell range, and OK. Now you can